Hey, what's going on, y'all? Sean, the Math Art Tutoring here with another SAT type math problem for you. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the Math Swap Tutoring YouTube channel, and make sure you give a shot at this problem here. Pausing the video and then using your scratch paper and doing it. All right, let's look at it together now. This says if s to the t over 2 power equals 64 for positive integers s and t, what are possible values for t? Now, this isn't as bad as it may look. It really tests your knowledge of the way exponents work, but as long as you don't psych yourself out, then it makes perfect sense. All right, so this unknown number to this power equals 64. Now, the first thing that I look at here is what this makes me wonder is what are powers numbers that if you raise them to a power equals 64. All right, so you have well, the most obvious probably 64 to the first power equals 64. Then you have 8 to the second power is 64. Then you have 4 to the 4 times 4 squared is 16 times 4 is 64. So 4 cubed is 64. And then also you have 2, was it to the fourth power? 2 times 2 to the fourth to the 8 times 2 is 16 times 2 is 32 times 2 is 64. So 2 to the 6th power is 64. Okay, now, so if all of these are equal to 64, then what must also be the case is that this must be equal to all of these. So let's write all those out. S to the t over 2 um, equals 64 to the first power. So S to the t over 2 equals 8 to the second power. S to the t over 2 equals 4 to the third power. And then finally, s to the t over 2 equals 2 to the sixth power. Now let's take this first one. Now, if this is equal to that, that means that if we set s equal to 64, so if we set s equal to 64, then t over 2 has to be equal to 1. And so in that case, if t over 2 equals 1, then that means that t will be equal to 2. So that's a possible value. Okay? And then here, if we set if we set these are equal to each other and we let s be equal to positive integer 8, 8 over 8 to the t over 2 equals 8 squared. Okay? Then we could say t over 2 equals 2, which would make t equal to 4. Okay? Then let's do this one. Now, the problem, I worked a similar real SAT problem, and I adapted this from a SAT problem. They only wanted one value, but I'm just kind of leading you through several so that you'll know. So here you have 4 to the t over 2 equals 4 cubed. Therefore, t over 2 equals 3. So t equals 6. For this one, you have 2 to the t over 2 equals 2 to the 6th power. T over 2 equals 6. And t equals 12. So these are all possible values of t. Now, the question is, can you go any further um, than that? You could also, okay, so if 64 is 1, is there any other value that we can let me think about this. I'm trying to think. Um let me think about this. So there could be, so if you have, so these are the most obvious ones. If these are equal to 64, let me see. For positive integers, if s equals s of t over 2. Mm, so here's something else that's interesting. You could also say that, for example, and I wouldn't have, honestly, I didn't think about these on from my own brain. Um, just kind of got an idea from the SAT problem I adapted it from. 64 to the let's say second power, that raised to the 1/2 power is equal to 64. Okay, and then you could say 64. Well, here, let's just kind of do that. We'll play with that. So if s to the t over 2 is equal to, let's say, 64 squared to the 1/2 power, um, then what does that say? Okay, so that means we could say s. I mean, no, I meant to substitute. This would be 64 squared to the t over 2 is equal to 64 squared to 1/2. Therefore, t over 2 equals 1/2. Multiply both sides by 2, and t in that case could be equal to 1. So you could also say, I think, like 64 to the fourth power raised to the 1 over 4. But it's just showing that there are even other values that can be equal to, that t can take on as well. I didn't ask all possible values, but I'm just kind of showing you some more kind of like insights in the way, or reminders into the way that exponents work. Let me know what answers you got, and if you have any questions or anything, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day. Hey, thank you for watching this video. If you need math tutoring or you need SAT math help, look in the description to find out how you can sign up today. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you stay in touch with Math Swap Tutoring on YouTube. Have a good one.